So in the previous video we talked about the pre-order traversal. So if you remember, the pre-order traversal was starting from a node, and what we did was, if node is equal to null, then we basically return there is nothing to do. Otherwise, what did we do? Otherwise, we said that we are going to perform the traversal specific operation, and then we would do the pre-order traversal of node dot left and then the node dot right. So first left child, then right child. That's the way pre-order traversal worked. Okay. So now we are going to have the in-order traversal, and it would work almost in the same way but a bit different. Okay. So we are going to have a node as our input, and then we will of course check if the node is null. If it is null, there is nothing to do. Okay. So this logic will be copied. So if the node is equal to null, in that case just return. If that is not the case, in case of in-order traversal, what we do is we would shift the order of these calls. So first we will perform the in-order traversal of left subtree. So I will call in-order on node dot left, and then perform the node specific operation, and then I'm going to do the in-order traversal on node dot right. Okay. So that's my in-order traversal. Okay. And again, this is going to do a depth oriented traversal, but the order in which it processes the node is going to be bit different. Okay. So let's do it for the same tree that we were doing in the previous example. So let's have a tree with 10, 20, 30. Okay. So we have 10, 20 and 30, and then there is 60, 50. I have 60 and 50, and then there is 40 and 70. 40, 40, and then there is it's 70. Okay. So now let's see how the in-order traversal would work. So just like the previous explanation, we would start with the in-order traversal from the root node. So I will do the in-order traversal from the address of 10. Even though I am writing as 10, it should be the address of 10. Fine, we started with that, and I'll check if my node is null. It is not null. So first thing I will do is I will do the in-order traversal of the left subtree starting at 20. And once I start that, I have to pause the execution call for 10 and I have to start the call for 20. So I come inside and ask question, is my 20 null? It is not null. So I have to start the in-order traversal from the left subtree of 20, which is 16. So this will give call to in-order traversal of 60. Okay, and we will pause the execution for 20. We'll go to execution of 60. We come inside and ask question, is 60 null? It is not. Now we have to do the in-order traversal for the left child of 60. It is null because 60 is a leaf node. So this will give call to in-order traversal for a null node. And now we have to pause the execution for 60 and start the execution of null. We come and ask question, is the current node null? Yes, it is. So we would return back, but it will not produce any output. And now we resume the call for 60. We had left here, so we perform the next action. And again, let's say that our action is to just print the node dot val. Okay, we are going to add it to the output. So now first thing that will be added to the output will be 10. So sorry, it will be 60. So let me add 60 here, and then I have to do the in-order traversal on the right child. So I'll give call to the right child of 60, which is again going to be null. So I'll have in-order traversal which is null, and I have to pause the execution of 60, go to this new call, it's a recursive call. So let's come back to this, and what will happen. Okay, so now what will happen is that the node is null. I check if the node is null. Yes, it is null, so I'll return, and nothing is done, so I come back. And we had come to this call as the last statement in the call of 60, so this will complete the call for 60 and will return back to 20. And in case of call for 20, we called 60 because it was the left child. So now we have to execute the next statement, which is printing the contents of the node. So now next thing in my output will be value 20. Okay, and then I have to execute next statement, which is the in order traversal on the right subtree. So I'll have a recursive call, and I'll call in order for 50. I will pause the execution of 20. It's a recursive call. I will start the execution of 50. I check if 50 is null. 50 is not null. So I have to start the in order traversal on left subtree of 50. So I'll call in order on null because it's a leaf node. And as you know what happens if you call something with null node, we simply return back without producing any output. So we'll resume the recursive call for 50, and next statement here is to print the contents of the node. So now I will add 50, and then I have to perform the next statement, which is do the in order traversal on the right child of 50, and it's a null, so I would simply return back. And now this completes the in order traversal call for 50, so I have to return back to 20. And once I return back to 20, I had come to 50 as the right child. So this also completes the recursive call for 20, and I go back to 10. And I had come to 20 as the left child of 10, so I have to perform the next statement for 10, which is print the contents, and I'll print 10. And the next statement is to perform in order traversal on the right subtree, so I will call in order traversal on the node 30. Okay, and now we'll pause the execution of 10, start the execution of 30 because it's a recursive call. So we come back, ask question, is 30 null? It's not. So now I have to do the in order traversal on the left subtree of 30. So first thing I have to do is call in order traversal on 40. So I will pause the in order traversal for 30 and come to 40. I come and check if 40 is null. It's not. Now I have to perform the in order traversal on the left subtree of 40, which is in order traversal on 70. We'll pause the execution of 40, start the execution of 70. I come and check it's 70 null. It's not. So I have to perform in order traversal on the left subtree of 70, which is null. So now I will have the in order traversal on null node, and from this we know that we simply return back without doing anything. Now we resume the working of 70, and next thing we have to do is we have to print the contents of the node 70. Okay, and then we have to do the in order traversal on the right subtree, which is again a null node. So I have to do in order on a null node, and I will simply return back to 70. And this completes the call for 70. So I'll go back to 40, and we had come to 70 as the left child of 40. So next thing to do here is print the contents of the node for 40. So I'll print 40, and then I have to do the in order traversal on the right child of 40, which is null. So I basically call in order on null, and I simply return back. There is nothing to do. And then it completes the recursive call for 40, and I should return back to 30. And I had come to 40 as the left child of 30, so I have to call now now I have to first print the contents of 30, right? Because I just finished the left subtree, now I have to print contents. So I'll print 30, and then I have to do in order traversal on the right subtree of 30 which is null, so I will call in order traversal with null and then simply return back to 30. That completes the function call for 30. I'll return back to 10 and I'll come to 30 as a right child of 10. So that also completes the call for 10 and then I'm done with my in order traversal. So if you notice that as compared to pre-order traversal, we have a different order of output. So if you look at the output order with our pre-order traversal, it was 60, 20, 50, 10, 70, 40, 30. And now we have order 10, 20, 60, 50, 30, 40, 70. So it's a different order. But if you compare the function calls for in order traversal, so just compare them, okay? So you started with 10, then went to 20, then went to 60, and then you went to null and so on. So order of these recursive calls, it is exactly the same. There is no difference in it, okay? So both of them are depth-oriented traversals, okay? They traverse in the same manner, but the only difference is when do you perform the node specific operation. If you remove the node specific operation, if there is no node specific operation to perform, then the pre and in order are exactly same. There is no difference at all, okay? So just like the pre-order traversal, in order traversal also visits each node once. It performs constant time operation per node. That's what we are assuming. So in that case, the time complexity of our in-order traversal would be theta n if n is the number of nodes in our tree.